So it's like kind of repetitive shit after a while.
Yeah,
But they don't like.
they don't harp on it.
Oh my god.
Not like every episode. Now,
Yeah.
for me, like Letterkenny is like watch an
Oh.
episode at a time, or watch a season at a time. Watch one, and then watch
Get
something
off of
else for
some.
a little bit.
I agree to that. You
Yeah,
can definitely not like. I can't binge it,
yeah.
and I haven't seen Shorzy or any of the other stuff.
Shoresy's actually pretty good.
Really.
I watched the first season. I need to watch the second
Hmm.
one. It's definitely pretty funny, and like so far, like yeah, they kind of harp on some of the same jokes, but like
You Shorzy?
they don't even have that. Well,
What?
like they do, but like not from Jonesy and Riley.
Oh,
Yeah. Um.
fuck you both.
Yeah. Thank you guys for joining the
Oh.
MattCast podcast. I am Maddie Light, joined by my co-host Maddie J. We're gonna start this off with a shot of Jose Cuervo.
Jose. What the fuck? Jesus
Can you not?
Christ. Oh, it won't fucking. It's just spinning. It won't
You
like.
got soft hand, boy.
It won't crank the fucking.
Let me see this.
No, I got it, bro. A dead ass is just
Dude,
spinning,
just keep on cranking that hog.
dude. All right, you do it. It's just spinning in the fucking circle. You might have to like. You might have to hold on to the little bit.
Yeah,
The little. Yeah.
trying to stick my fucking thumbnail in on.
Here, let me use my shirt or something. You got keys?
I'm gonna break it at least.
See, I'm not a bitch. It's just fucking stupid. That's what's going on with it.
Yeah, holy shit. I'm just trying to break open the snaps, you know? If I can get one.
We're not fucking sponsored by Jose Cuervo. Uh, if
Nor
we
do I ever
were,
want to be.
yeah,
After this?
after this shit, fucking. I'm trying to remember. My boss from the East Coast, he didn't call those shooters. He called them something. He called them
Dude,
something
what
else
the
that was
hell?
wild,
Alright, I'm gonna have to fucking leverage this shit.
bro. Let me get it. You're gonna break your
No, I'm not.
gym pass.
Well, some of it's leaking out. I got it fucking going. Ballistic.
Unless we just want to bore a hole through the top, and then I'll just your knife.
No, I don't actually.
You don't have your Pupe Kimpe?
I'm in my
Pupo Kimpe?
gym shorts. I know there's a multi-tool out there. Well, we were gonna start this off, but this has been a sidetrack a little bit to say the least.
Okay, this is fucking. I'll do the punishment shot. It's
Okay.
fine.
You sure?
It's fine.
I was trying to keep it fair with both of us
Eh,
drinking
it's fine.
tequila.
I'm definitely not gonna do the whole thing. Like,
Okay.
chung, clink. Oh. All right, it's actually not too bad today.
You say that like you're trying to entice me.
It's genuinely, it's not too bad today. And you heard me. I had like a few kind of like glug, 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 glug.
Yeah, you did.
Mm.
Tequila. Da-da-da-da-da. That's my karaoke. That's my go-to karaoke song.
Fucking pathetic.
Well, like,
Fucking.
no, it's just like whenever people like, especially if someone does like a good song just before me, it is a great way to catch the crowd off guard.
It's also a good way for if anyone's like like next, like second, like,
Yeah,
dude, how the fuck am I gonna compare to that guy who
yeah,
just did whatever fucking song?
yeah.
Um,
They like rap all of Rap God and like word for word, and you're like, all right, how do I up
the
that?
last time you ever went to a karaoke bar
I'm
and
just saying, like,
like,
I'm giving like the most egregious, like, example,
yeah,
right? And then the next dude comes up, "Da-da-da-da-da-da, tequila.
you should do it off key, like off tempo too.
There was one time where I did it. I went up there and went, whiskey, fuck.
Fuck,
And then, like, that got some laughs.
yeah.
Obviously, it has to be later in the night. You can't do it beginning of the night.
When everyone's still
Like,
sober,
sober. Yeah.
yeah,
You gotta do it late at the night.
bro, it does not taste good when you burp it up.
You can imagine.
Uh,
Mixed in with that fucking spaghetti you had, too.
uh,
You look like you're about to throw up.
it like there's that little bit of the. Okay, I'm good. I'm good.
You're good?
Yeah.
All right. So, What do we say we're going to start off with first? The
Commanders,
Commanders Eagles.
Eagles. I watched for the most part both of these games.
I watched all these games up until the end when the Commanders were getting their shit pushed.
Yeah, that shit sucked to see.
Yeah, like
I think I was definitely just hopeful. I was very hopeful that the Commanders could get it done.
up until the fourth quarter, there was a
Uh,
chance.
there was
Yeah,
chances. So like Jaden Daniels first time out, not first time out, excuse me, first time conference game,
yeah.
29 for 48, 255 passing yards, not terrible.
No, one TD, no interceptions.
48 fucking carrying yards. He carried it for 6 times, one passing TD, one rushing TD. He did have one bad interception towards the end of the game,
Oh,
which
yeah.
kind of, yeah,
Yeah,
that to me, when I saw that last touchdown, that was by Quinion Mitchell. That kind of sealed it.
yeah,
Especially since like he didn't have a ton of action when he played the Rams.
yeah.
Then I have minor notes. He only, I mean, the sacks weren't terrible. They only sacked him 3 times for 27
Mhm.
yards. QB rating was 83.2.
He had a
But
great. I mean,
the thing
for a
that
rookie year.
really killed them was the turnovers because
Yeah,
he had 3 fumbles. He had Eckler, which was bad. He had Jeremy McNichols, which was also pretty bad. And then fucking D Brown. Yeah, I don't even remember who the other guy
David
was.
Brown. We'll just go David.
Um,
No disrespect, Mr. Brown.
but yeah, it would. I mean, for me, postseason MVP or most valuable player for
Yeah.
postseason. They don't do a postseason MVP. Is fucking Saquon Barkley.
Oh, 100%.
Dude, that I mean, if they go to the Super Bowl and they win, he's got to be the
He's
Super Bowl
got to
MVP.
be.
I would
Has to
be
be.
so fucking shocked if he
Yeah.
wasn't. It's first play,
Yeah.
fucking 60-yard TD. According to the next gen stats, that next gen stats, it was expected that he only gets 4 yards out of that play. I don't know how they generate that,
Yeah.
but that was a stat online. And he hit a top speed of 19.55 miles an hour.
Dude's fast and strong. Like, it is unfair almost. Him
Yeah,
and
and
Derrick
to
Henry
see his just career, his first part of the career just
withering away in
wither
New
away
York.
at fucking New York, man. Because that's a guy that you're sitting there like, dude, he could not be a Hall of Famer
Yeah. On the Giants.
on the Giants 100%.
Yeah.
But now like he's like, dude, fucking
Dude, he gets a Super Bowl, maybe one more 2,000-yard rushing,
and the thing is like
first ballot.
the Eagles all around look pretty good. Did I write down?
I thought we were going to save the predictions until.
Oh yeah, we
Yeah.
are. I didn't write down any of um Jalen Hurts,
Oh,
his
okay.
stats. I thought I did. I guess I didn't. Um, but I mean, the only so in the first half they had a missed field goal and 2 punts, and everything else. Of course, after that was just scoring touchdowns. Um, like watching, and you could hear it in the commentary a few times. Tom Brady was a little, in which like it's Tom Brady, one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. He
Mhm.
was very. He noticed something that Jalen Hurts holds onto the ball a lot.
Yeah.
I am looking at that Super Bowl. It's just because fuck, I don't want to fucking say this now. I'll try to say it again.
Yeah.
But Spagnolia,
Mhm.
the defensive coordinator, who is
Yeah.
fantastic at the Chiefs, he's gonna see that shit,
Yeah.
and
I
they're gonna
mean,
rush a ton with Chris Jones. And
they noticed with that one Broncos lineman to get that block.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's for the block
Yeah.
field goal. It's probably one of those things. And I mean, well, let's just stay on
Yeah.
fucking.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I'm calling it now. Fucking Saquon Barkley. If they win the Super Bowl,
Yeah.
MVP. I don't know how you wouldn't. This is the 181st meeting between these two. First in the conference champion finals. I think first in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Period. Which they covered on the broadcast. I didn't look that up. For any of the betters, it was a -6.5 for Philly. It was over the 47.5. I mean, Philly covered that by themselves.
Yeah.
And then the money line favorites were Philadelphia
Yeah.
-280. So yeah, you pretty much just bet everything on Philly.
Yeah.
Being a
Maybe throw a couple $100 at the Commanders for the off chance.
yeah, just yeah,
Yeah.
fuck it. I feel bad for like Bobby Wagner
Yeah.
because I know a lot of people are talking about should he retire? How many more years does he have left in him?
Hmm.
I mean, he's showing his age. He got chucked by Baker Mayfield
Yeah.
when he was like spinning.
Hmm.
I think he's still like a great leadership member
Yeah.
in the backfield. I mean, who do you respect more than Bobby Wagner on that team on the defense?
Literally, I can't even name another person
I
on that
couldn't even tell you who
defense.
has more years. I mean, he's not on the Commanders, but years in the
Hmm.
NFL more
Yeah.
than um
Then
but
Bobby Wagner.
in
Yeah.
Bobby Wagner, Marshawn Lattimore was just fried the
Yeah.
entire day. He didn't look like I mean him from 2 years ago,
Hmm.
but that's kind of the life cycle for defensive backs. You
Yeah.
get like
5, 6 years.
I was saying 3 or 4, like 3 or 4 prime years of
Okay.
like,
Three or
oh,
four.
dude,
Yeah.
this
But
guy
I'm
is
saying like in
locked
between
down.
five.
Yeah, 5 or 6 years.
Yeah.
I would have to look that up, but 3 or 4 years of being like, oh shit, this guy is untouchable.
Yeah.
Like, don't throw his way.
Hmm.
So sucks for the Commanders. I think we're not the first person to say this, but farther than anybody ever expected them to go this year.
100%. I did not see them making it this far at
Great
all.
experience for Jaden Daniels. Like you guys
100%.
go this far. Zach Ertz still did really well. I mean, people thought his career was kind of dead, and
Mhm.
I kind of hope he sticks around to the Commanders. And I mean, they're only like right now a good defense and maybe another offensive tool
Yeah.
that they could use. Maybe a more yeah.
Maybe a slot receiver, kind of like a Julian Edelman type.
I mean, Scary Terry's great. Zach Ertz is pretty good on the tight end. Who's their secondary tight ends? They have like a good secondary tight end.
I can't even name it off the top of my head. So
And I mean, a good second wide receiver would be
yeah,
fantastic for him. Um, but yeah,
Cooper Cup.
dude, I love Cooper Cup. I have a couple of different opinions. I would love for him to stay on the Rams.
Yeah,
Man, I got 2 points. I got two thoughts, not 2 points. I have two thoughts where it's like he goes to a different team and he's just not the same guy
yeah.
because he's been injured these last 2 years, like kind of in and out of injuries,
Or could he have like a Christian McCaffrey type year
where
where like
he goes and
goes has an
one good
amazing
solid
yeah,
year and then he just kind of goes back to being injury and stuff
yeah,
like that. I would hate to see him go. Same thing with
yeah,
like Matt Stafford. It's one of the things that like, and I mean, you probably had this when Big Ben, Antonio Brown,
dude,
where
yeah,
it's just like, dude, I don't want them to go, but I don't know how many more years.
yeah.
And
It
they all
was
look
more Big Ben over AB. Like
sure,
AB, I understood.
yeah,
Like we need to get rid of him. Because he was just like bad for the locker room towards the end.
yeah. I
And
mean,
but with, like Big Ben, like I grew up watching him play. I've seen him throw multiple 500-yard games.
hmm
Fucking legend for the Steelers. But like after that shoulder injury, or no, the elbow fucking surgery, or whatever the fuck he
which is,
had.
I think if he would have done it, if he would have had that injury this time of year, like this time around, like
Yeah,
this day and age, he'd be fine.
yeah,
Here's the thing that you've seen with like RG3, Cam Newton's, like those guys had to walk so Jaden Daniels, Pat
yeah,
Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen could run and
yeah.
like really
We're
because
even forgetting Mike Vick, dude.
I am forgetting Mike Vick. You're right.
Yeah,
You're right.
Mike Vick was the like, dude. His
But
highlight, yeah,
his thing wasn't about his injuries. His was more
his cases, but
his outside of football play.
yeah.
So, but
But
yes,
even
you're
then,
right.
when he did show back up in the football, he still had some pretty good years.
Yeah, and I mean, so those guys, yeah, definitely had to walk to this because they came in. Pocket passers were still
The thing,
the thing.
yeah,
I mean, you still see some traditional pocket passers like Matt Stafford. I
mhm,
mean, he's definitely a dying breed.
yeah.
I
He's the last of the dying breed. Philip Rivers was the last
no,
one.
no, Joe Flacco's still cooking. He's still okay, not cooking. He's still there.
Yeah,
Excuse
he's
me,
still there.
not there. He's not cooking, but he's still there.
He might
He's
be a sous chef, like on the side,
he's
but he's not
he is there.
cooking.
He's not cooking. That misspoke. My
Yeah,
fault.
last
He's
year he
there.
was. when he showed up for the
Who
Browns.
else?
I can't name another pocket passer.
I mean, Joe Burrow's not the most
You could
mobile QB in the
no,
world.
but like he can though, and he can be
But
dynamic.
they don't build the offense around him
No,
running because Matt Stafford can run too.
yeah.
They don't do too super often.
Um,
Brock
God,
Purdy doesn't do it a ton,
no,
but he's not like, hey, you're gonna stand in the pocket and so.
yeah.
Anyway, we're
It's not like
fucking
Ben Roethlisberger where you could just imagine him standing there for 6 seconds,
yeah.
shedding fucking tackles.
The big thing I'm worried about, and you could see it in the game, was so their starting center Cam Jorgensen, Nebraska legend. Um,
Was injured.
his back was hurting. He said,
Yeah.
and he still came in because Landon Dickerson moved over to center.
Hmm.
He hurt his leg.
Yeah.
Cam Jorgensen went back in.
And I saw they kind of like rotated in and out.
So
Yeah.
I mean, they got 2 weeks,
Yeah.
but
And it's his back. Take your time to stretch out, do all the shit you
they're
need.
saying he might need surgery.
Oh.
Yeah,
Now do they fucking pump him up with steroids and just send him on his
wouldn't be
way?
steroids, but
But
maybe some of
yeah,
those. What is the injection they give him for pain?
Vicodin.
Not Vicodin. I think that back in the day, I think they were like,
Yeah.
oh, dude, they used to fucking load us up with
Yeah.
Vicodin. But I would be worried about that.
Yeah.
But still, I mean, they have a great offensive line with Cam Jorgensen and Lane Dickerson potentially. I think Landon Dickerson should be better by the time because it's just like I
Mhm.
think was it a quad
It
injury or
was quad or
tightness,
fucking thigh or something
something
or
like
the
that.
hamstring. But yeah, it was definitely like part where like yeah, when you're sitting there in your 3 point fucking stance
Oh, this
and you're
hurt.
like ah, every catcher knows that pain where they're sitting like but
I don't think I have any other notes in here.
yeah, it
Um,
was just pretty much watching it. Like I said, up until the fourth quarter, I was holding out hope
there's definitely like for
because
me,
Jaden Daniels has came back from about the same difference in score.
at half, I was sitting there like, yes, there is a chance, but it was one of the things that like
Yeah,
they need
you have to
chances
come back and lock in though.
and they needed turnovers and they
Yeah.
didn't force a fumble, they didn't get an
Hmm.
interception. They kind of I don't want to say they stopped Saquon, they limited him.
Yeah.
And that's the thing that I will say for next week is which I've been saying since the Rams game is
Yeah.
like, dude, you're not going to stop Saquon, you just got to limit him.
You got to limit his big run plays.
And the first play they had him fucking 60-yard
Yeah.
touchdown.
Off the
So
rip. Yeah.
anything else you want to go or do you want to go to
No, that was pretty
Bills?
much it. It's just like I was holding out hope, and then they scored that next touchdown. I'm like, hope went from like about 75% down to 25. And
Yeah,
there's like, there's a little bit, but I'm not like brokenhearted.
sure.
And
Yeah.
then, yeah, it's just like, all right, cool.
Well,
Bills, Chiefs.
I'll let you go first.
So the thing I have to say with that game, because it's probably what everybody's going to end up saying on every sort of podcast, the officiating throughout the game was fairly good.
For the
Up
most
and
part.
up, I was sitting there like watching, like because we had talked about it on our podcast, like or the last week's, um, because of all the attention, are they going to be better about calls? And I was sitting there paying attention because I was like, I know this is going to be a hot topic for whatever happens, whatever the outcome of this game is. And it was good about 98% of the time, except for that
There's
that it,
there's three that I had a problem with.
there was only two that I had a problem with,
Good. Yeah.
and it was the completion pass
Hmm.
down to the fucking 5 yard line that should have
Yes.
been ruled incomplete,
Yeah.
and then the Josh. Actually, no, yeah, I have three too. The play before Josh Allen did the tush push, fucking, I forgot who got the ball. Was it Kincaid or fucking Hollins? I think it was Hollins. But that initial spot, John Boy talked about.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes. Yeah. 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 Where
his
they're
knees
like,
were not on the ground, but the ball fucking crossed. But the KC's player was holding his legs up before the rest of his body touched, and the ball across the fucking first down line.
how great was Mac Hollins during that game?
Dude, That
That catch
that
being
catch,
pass interference,
big facts.
being I had something on here. Let me see.
Dude,
Um,
what do you have? 3 fucking touchdowns?
so Next Gen Stats had that as a 25.5% chance of him making
That
that
catch.
catch. That was insane.
Insane.
One-handed, fucking over the
Honestly,
shoulder.
there might have some George Pickens catches were just as good or better, but I'd say damn
Okay.
near like that is up there in like the top 3 or 2 catches of the year.
Okay. I
Yeah,
mean, yeah, that was a great catch.
yeah. There was like one catch from George Pickens that I'm fucking blanking on, but like I can see it, but I forgot who they were playing. But it was like a
Mac Hollins played his ass
okay,
off that
yeah,
game. He looked really fucking good. Uh, the other thing I had a problem with, you haven't
yeah,
said it yet, but the spotting of the ball in the
yeah,
fourth, where they went for it on fourth and
yeah.
inches. The other issue I had is when Patrick Mahomes he ran in for a touchdown. He got met at the goal line by DeMar Hamlin,
Mm-hmm.
and Travis Kelce got right in his DeMar Hamlin's face and started laughing and I was like, okay, that should be like I think it's soft. I think it should be it should have been taunting. And then when the
Yeah,
Bills player came in his face and like hit him and he fucking flopped
flop.
his head back,
Yeah,
I was like, okay, do the penalty on the Bills player for
mhm,
unnecessary roughness and taunting
yeah,
by Travis Kelce, have it offsetting penalties
yeah.
opposed
Because
to
he was
them.
definitely there for a minute, just like
Yeah.
sitting there,
And
like
in
it
his
wasn't just like a
face and laughing and like he wasn't celebrating with
yeah,
Pat. He was in DeMar Hamlin's face. So I was sitting there like, all right, I don't like the taunting penalty that much.
yeah,
But it's if there's a
and
cause and effect, you can kind of see.
it wasn't like he was right next to Patrick Mahomes when he got in there. He had to run over and then taunt DeMar Hamlin,
Yeah. So
and then
that's
was there for more than just 1 or 2
when I
like
saw that
shots.
because I believe they got a 2-point conversion off of that.
Yeah,
And I was like, I don't like that at
yeah,
all. I definitely think that they should have. If you're gonna call flag on the Bills player,
yeah,
for all he did was stand up for his player, like
yeah,
for DeMar Hamlin, put his helmet on Travis Kelce's helmet, and
yeah.
he did all this.
All he saw is his boy getting fucking
And there was
pressed.
not 100. I keep with the
Yeah,
hyperbole. Fucking, there's like 4 or 5 Chiefs
yeah,
players near him, and it's just like, yeah, dude, like
yeah,
it's an emotional game, and it's not like he threw a punch or anything. He just kind of got in Travis
yeah.
Kelce's face. I didn't like that
No,
call, and I agree with you. The only thing I would say is you shouldn't have left it in the hands of the
no.
refs.
But
And that's what I'll say. Which is it only came down to 3 calls.
yeah,
Everything else was pretty good.
yeah,
I will say the spot was just awful.
yeah. And
Absolutely
the
awful.
2 spots in a row were just awful because it was the Hollins reach and then Josh Allen at least a third, like being at least a third of the ball crossed. This is me being, like
And
yeah.
I definitely and how about that one the last play, the very last play
Oh,
of
Kincaid
where
fucking
it goes through, but there was a flag and then they picked it up
yeah.
and they're like, "Oh, there's no flag." It's like, "Oh,
You
there's
could
a
have made an argument for roughing the passer.
nah, you couldn't."
They've done it for fucking Mahomes.
I I would have been like,
If it was Mahomes in that situation,
I still think, he was
you don't think it would have been called if it was Mahomes?
I don't think so. I would have to go back and look at it because the only thing I would think you could call it on if is he was launching in. Because if I remember right, I remember Josh Allen getting hit kind of high. I just don't know if it was hit
It was more in the chest,
more
but
in the
like
chest, but if you're still launching in,
yeah,
but yeah, don't you got to come down with that.
yeah. But also like, dude, Josh Allen has had probably one of the like if you're a Bills fan, one of the most upsetting like watching him because he is 100%
He's great, and that's
probably gonna be a
with
Hall of
like
Fame, like gonna be a Hall of Famer.
James Cook is great. I got some James Cook notes here. 13 for 85
Oh yeah,
yards, 2 TDs. Um, I have
James
more.
Cook was running angrier than he ever has before.
And I'll tell you, dude, the first drive, Allen looked awful.
Yeah,
Looked fucking awful. After that, it
yeah,
was pretty good. Also, another thing that made me fucking nervous because Josh Allen had 3 fumbles. He recovered all 3 of them.
Mhm.
Very fucking fortunate.
Yeah.
The one where he leaped over the first down
Yeah.
like it was a goal line
Oh,
and
then
just
fell
got
off
hit,
the ball. Yeah.
which people were like, "Oh, well, he got yanked by his face mask." It's like, well, like there's only so much that
Yeah.
defender could do. It's
Yeah.
not like he's intentionally trying to get him
Josh
down by
Allen,
the
6'6",
and he's
fucking
jumping damn near head first,
yeah.
like the ball
Tim
first.
Tebow,
Like there's
fucking
only so much that guy can grab.
yeah.
It's not like he's taking him down by the face
No.
mask.
But yeah, it's just like the officiating all around was good. It wasn't like other Chiefs games where I'm sitting there like,
And the thing is, I think that game was under a heavy microscope
oh,
by
100%.
casuals and analytics
Yeah.
and everybody. I mean, Pat Mahomes, he did all right.
Yeah.
18 for 26, 245 yards, 1 touchdown, 11 carries for 43 yards. He lost his fumble and he had 2 rushing TDs. He got sacked twice for 12 yards. I liked how they used Xavier Worthy.
Yes.
Finally, actually, I was like, oh damn,
Mhm.
actually using your
Yeah.
boy. Yeah, he looked great. He got
The dude was
7.
hyped up in preseason.
They talked about
Yeah.
him a lot, and I mean, especially when Rasheed Rice went down, I was like, oh, they're gonna use him a lot more.
Yeah.
Hollywood Brown's injured. Nope,
Yeah.
fucking.
No.
Which I mean, they didn't need to. They're still winning games, but he got
Yeah.
targeted 7 times, caught 6, 85 yards, 1 TD. He had 2 rushes for 16 yards. And I mean,
Yeah. And
there's not too much I can
yeah.
really hate on.
The only thing that I fucking hated though was that and it's gonna be talked about a lot. That spot
I
was a
can shake
turnover
my
and
I
downs.
can shake my head on it.
Yeah.
But the thing is,
But like that spot led to a KC touchdown.
the thing I'll say is the Bills were behind the sticks a ton of times in the second
100%.
half, which was not great.
No.
And then a lot of the times when they went for it, like so there's that 2-point conversion where they
Yep.
fail, where he tried going
There
off to
was
the
2 with it.
left. Like they need to stop doing those.
Yeah.
Like they weren't good at doing.
They literally stopped him every time he went to the left. And I'm just like,
Yeah, the only time that he got like a 4th down conversion with his legs is when he like kind of like he was
yeah,
backing up
he
into
backed
it.
up. Yeah.
Yeah,
And then also when he jumped over. Like those were the only 2 times. And I'm just like,
which he fumbled. He
yeah.
luckily recovered his own fumble.
I was
Um,
just like, dude, like,
Allen he played his ass off though.
yeah,
22 for 34, um, 237 yards, 2 TDs, 11 carries, 39 yards as well. Um, 2 sacks for 10 yards. I mean,
yeah.
not terrible.
It was just for me really pulling for the Bills. It was disappointing to see. And I felt bad the most for like Josh Allen.
Yeah, I agree.
Like in that post game interview, dude, he
I
just looked,
I didn't listen to it. I saw clips where they're kind of stitching the 4. He's
yeah,
like, disappointing year is
yeah.
a disappointing year again to go down by those
And then you
guys
get to the
and
4th one, he's just like,
yeah.
and you just see the pain. I'm just like, dog, that made me fucking feel feelings. And I'm just like, that sucks.
If you had one if you could fix one area of the Bills, I would say your defense needs like something on the defensive side. Like Von Miller was good,
Yeah.
but he's kind of getting up there in
Von Miller
age.
is getting up there in age. And it's kind of like the Bobby Wagner kind of deal. Like, you need him there for leadership.
Hmm.
Dude, like, if they had, like, someone like Jared Verse
Yeah,
but, like, I'm
yeah,
saying, like, but you say, like, a
yeah,
rookie, though, young,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
If you had, like, a Jared Verse and Von Miller, like, a young, fucking, very talented defensive player along with Von Miller, whole different game, I think.
What I was thinking about, like, imagine Jared Verse. Like, imagine that Rams defensive line right now
Yeah.
with Aaron Donald.
Oh, dude, they'd be in the
Imagine.
Super Bowl right now. They'd be going to the Super Bowl.
Imagine.
100%. Aaron Donald,
I was kind of hoping because he still looks in shape.
yeah.
I was low key hoping that he would do the thing with Eric Weddle that we did,
Mhm.
where he was retired, but we were like, Come on back
Yeah.
and for the Super Bowl. I was kind of hoping that they would do that. Just like, dude, just you just got
Like-
4 games. Just
like-
suit up.
Dog, we have a chance.
You can get
Here's-
yourself second ring. Like,
Here's $5 million to play 3 games, 2-3 games.
yeah, whatever you like. Yeah, whatever
Yeah.
amount of cap space you have left, here it is. Just
Yeah.
please
We'll
be
bring
here.
something
I mean, yeah, definitely could.
just to
Oh.
get him back. Yeah. That
Oh,
would have been.
Excuse me.
All right. So, all right. Here's a what if situation.
Yeah.
Who's a player in your prime or like back in their prime
Mm.
that you would put on to stop either the Eagles or the Chiefs from winning to put on that team? Like a defensive player from their prime.
I'll start with Eagles.
So like it'd be who do you want on the Commanders to stop?
Oh, who do I want on
Yeah.
the Commanders to stop the Eagles?
Yeah.
Fuck him. From the Commanders team, like all-time commander, or just
No, just
anybody?
anybody, any defensive player. And it's just one that can maybe potentially change the game. 'Cause I already know who I want to pick for the Commanders.
Go ahead.
Ray Lewis, back in his prime.
As long as you already got Bobby Wagner as a middle linebacker.
Yeah, but
Where are you
Ray,
gonna put? You
fucking
gonna sit Bobby Wagner?
no, not sit Bobby Wagner, but like have the fucking double middle linebacker setup, like the old school fucking, like the old school way you used to have 2 linebackers on the outside.
Yeah, I
Or
mean, even then, man, I would try to get someone to lock down.
that, or like this might be a little bit biased, but like James Harrison in his prime.
Either I would put on James Watt before I would put on James Harrison. No disrespect to James Harrison, but I mean, the amount of sacks and what we were able to do, and the thing is the Rams lost that game because we had 3 big plays that
Yeah.
we didn't answer. If you get a guy like
TJ Watt or
to,
JJ Watt, either or.
I like TJ more than JJ
Really?
overall, in like,
Yeah.
but and then who would I put on the Bills to help out, take out the Chiefs? I'm thinking. See, that's where I would put Ray Lewis. I'd put
Yeah.
Ray Lewis there.
I
Because the
was
thing
also-
is that they were talking about is when they played Buffalo in the regular season this year, they always had a spy,
Yeah,
and they didn't spy him,
at all.
I don't think at all or as much as they did in
So this one
this
you're thinking Ray Lewis?
Ray Lewis, yeah, to spy the QB or read
Well,
the
I was even
middle
gonna
and
think
just make the middle just fucking dangerous to go down to.
I was even gonna think Ed Reed.
You could do that to Reed too.
Ed Reed to potentially stop because there was multiple times Worthy caught a pass kind of deep over the middle.
Mhm.
Did you have Ed Reed over the fucking in the back?
Mm.
You're not throwing that ball. He is gonna kill Xavier Worthy.
Or Jalen Ramsey a few years ago. He was really
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
good when he was on Jacksonville in his first couple years
Mhm.
on the Rams. Yeah, I mean, like I said,
And like,
the cynical side of me definitely sees,
because
I was like, yeah, I see the Eagles and the Chiefs.
Yeah.
I would love the Commanders and the Bills. Didn't happen.
Yeah.
If we're sitting here right now, and if it's genuinely not coming from a place of I want the Chiefs to lose,
Mhm.
I'm leaning on the Eagles.
I'm leaning on the Eagles. I think Saquon,
That's what I'm saying, dude. I
like,
think that guy is
too
gonna.
many number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4 defenses have gone up against Saquon, and they cannot stop him.
I will say the Chiefs' defense is something different.
Yes, 100%.
But I mean, how much
How much can your defense?
and how healthy is that O line gonna
Yeah.
be? I mean, with Landon Dickerson and because I think everybody else is pretty healthy for the most part.
Mhm.
And is that gonna open up opportunities for Dallas Goedert, AJ Brown,
Alphas,
Calvis?
the fucking um, he's on the Chiefs. He's their fucking right guard or right, fucking up right end. Right defensive end. He's a fucking little like. This is disrespectful to him, but he's like a shorter dude on the defensive end, and he's fucking
I,
no.
you're gonna have to pull him up. Devontae Smith is who I was gonna talk about
Oh, I
next.
was talking about the Chiefs.
I was talking
Fucking
about the
yeah.
offense of the Eagles. You lost
Oh
me.
yeah, Devonta Smith, AJ Brown,
Yeah,
fucking.
roster. If you wanna
They're on the defense.
fucking who?
Kalfis, I might be saying this wrong. Was it a defensive end?
I'm gonna be really cheap. I have I have no idea what you're talking about.
Am I really fucking up his name that bad?
I guess so. You don't think of Chris Jones, are you? Because he's definitely not little,
No.
and he should be.
Oh, this one, George. Yeah, it is Kalfis.
Who the fuck is this guy?
He fucking lit up the fucking Bills backfield.
This last game,
Yeah,
he only had 4 tackles.
yeah. So like he made a lot of pressures and whatnot on Josh Allen and forced him out of the pocket. And I think did he have a sack or no?
Yeah, not that game. He had 3
Not that game.
sacks.
Okay.
He had
Well, he had 3 sacks throughout the year. I don't know. He was putting a lot of pressure, and they kept on fucking talking about him. And I'm just like, who the fuck is this? Carl Fitz. That's what it is.
Carl Alafis is his name.
Yeah. But yeah,
I know who Carl Alafis is. Yeah,
yeah.
now that we're looking at him, but I didn't think he was.
He put a lot of pressure on Josh Allen this last game.
I think Chris Jones is going to be more of the. I
Oh
mean,
yeah, Chris Jones. Yeah, that's
without
without a doubt.
saying,
Yeah.
yeah.
But I was just like, his name kept on coming up the whole fucking game, like putting pressure in the backfield. But
Hmm. But I mean, we were looking. So let's just play a fun little game.
okay,
Better QB, Chiefs or Bills, or sorry, Chiefs or Eagles
this year
in general.
in general, oh, it'd be Mahomes.
Better running backs
The
between
fucking
Kareem Hunt or
Saquon.
who has better wide receivers between Juju Smith-Schuster, D Hop, Xavier Worthy between
Yeah, but
Devontae.
Juju Smith-Schuster is fucking washed as fuck this year.
That's yeah. So I'm gonna go. The Eagles are better.
Yeah,
Tight ends. I think all time Travis Kelce's great,
yeah,
and he comes out big. He didn't come super. I mean, he only got like 2 catches this
yeah,
last game. The O lines, I'm putting them about equal.
yeah.
I can't fucking think of the guy's name right now, but he played. God damn, what is his name? He played for the Patriots, and he has like over 1,000 consecutive snaps with no sacks allowed. God damn, I
Wow.
can't think of his name. He's like a red. Fucking pull up the goddamn.
Roster. He's on the Chiefs,
Goddamn.
right?
Yeah, he's on the Chiefs. I'm gonna as soon as I see his name, I'm gonna be mad. I literally just was reading this about him today. Look at me, goddamn it. He's a white guy. Not Creed Humphrey. Creed Humphrey's good too. Or maybe it is Creed Humphrey. Is it Creed Humphrey?
Ethan Diskel.
No.
Uh,
Driscoll would be that name.
Driscoll. Yeah, I can't fucking read it.
Joe Tooney. Fucking
Joe
Joe
Tooney?
Tooney. That's who it is. Joe Tooney and Creed Humphrey, like Juwan Jennings is awful.
Mhm.
Just putting that out there. He is awful. He is never lined up where he needs to be, and they never call it.
Yeah,
Fucking always jump super early. They don't call it. Like,
yeah,
keep an eye on fucking, what is he, the right guard?
yeah. He's the right guard, and he's always jumping just like a half second
It's
before
one of
the
those
snap.
things that, like, you're not, like, it's one of those things that someone has to point out to you, you go,
Yeah,
like, oh, there he goes, and there's the ball. Like,
yeah.
you know
Dude,
what I
like
mean? But, so,
I've hate watched the Chiefs so many times
yeah.
that like I notice that shit, and I notice it every single fucking play, and it's literally damn near every other play that he's jumping just like a half second before the ball snapped.
Yeah. Anyway, I think the old lines are pretty
Yeah.
stacked similarly. And then the defenses, I think overall they're pretty stacked
Yeah.
evenly too. I mean, Jalen Carter and Chris Jones, they're both really great in the defensive tackle spots. What is the guy's name? Ryan Braun? No, not Brian Braun. Braun. He's
Yeah.
been like he was great versus when he played the Rams,
Mhm.
and then he was even better playing against the Commanders. Quinyon Mitchell, Cooper DeJean, and
Yep.
Blankenship. It's it's really gonna. Man, do you think this is gonna be a shootout, or do you think it's gonna be a real boring game? Just off the rip, we'll end this. We'll end the Super Bowl talks, and we'll move to college basketball after this.
I want to do my typical thing where I say
Oh
I
boy.
could see either or, but I really think Saquon is going to be the difference in this game.
And I think the Chiefs play to their opponent's ability. I think
Mhm.
it's going to be a shootout.
You think it's going to be a shootout?
Now, I'm not a bettor,
Yeah.
and don't take my advice, but depending on what the over is,
Hmm.
maybe it's probably a safe
Yeah.
bet. You know what I mean? 'Cause that's also like if you're the Eagles, you're not taking any downs for granted, and you're not taking any
No.
possessions for granted. Where it's like we can kick a field goal here and we're fine. You know
Hmm.
what I mean? It's like no, we got to get every amount of points we can get on. If it's a
Yeah.
touchdown, we're going for a touchdown. Like if it's 4th and goal on the 3, do you
Hmm.
think they're going for a field goal or do you think they're going for a touchdown?
They're going for the touchdown. You got Saquon. You got the tush push. Yeah.
And do so
Yeah.
much with it. Anyway, let's talk about Iowa State basketball.
Iowa State basketball. All right. So last time we left off, Iowa State beat UCF fucking 108 to 83. They ended up beating Arizona State, which, like, all right, that Arizona State game, I was watching it. Iowa State was not looking good in the first half, right?
Mhm.
And then the football team came out and was presenting the Big 12 championship trophy,
Oh,
and a switch was fucking flipped, dog.
that's
And
funny.
that game went completely opposite for fucking Arizona State.
Was Scatabo there?
I don't think I don't look that hard because like I was also distracted during halftime. I was doing cleaning dishes, household stuff.
Sure.
Um, and then I came back and I just saw that they showed clips of like them showing off the trophy at halftime. I'm like,
Yeah.
and then Iowa State just popped off in the second half. It was an all Iowa State game. I think they went on a fucking 15, 16.0 run
Mhm.
for about 4 minutes where they just Arizona State could not hit anything at all.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was just after that it just became a nail in the coffin. And like, dude, that stadium was so empty. You could hear the Iowa State fans chanting ISU and shit like let's go Cyclones and shit. They're doing the
Mm.
Hilton Coliseum
Go
chants
Cyclones.
in Arizona State's fucking stadium.
Hmm.
And it was loud enough that the TV could pick it up.
Yeah.
That's how dead it was there. Um Now Arizona is a team that was right underneath Iowa State.
Mm. Arizona State or Arizona?
Arizona.
Arizona.
Arizona State was also looking good too throughout this year. They are a good team. Probably gonna sneak into the fucking March Madness, but I don't.
Don't want to
Yeah, yeah.
jinx them.
Um, I want to say sneak in. Like they're gonna be like one of the very bottom seeds
Mm.
somewhere. Um, Now Arizona plays ball almost exactly like Iowa State, and it was just a fucking sloppy mess the whole game.
Hmm.
I think there was 12 turnovers on both teams
God damn.
in just the first half alone. Like it was a sloppy game, fast pace, but it was exciting to watch. So it was just like, all right, cool. Um, Iowa State ended up going by 3 at the end, and there's 2.8 seconds left on the clock.
Mhm.
This is where I think they fucked up on defense, though, because well, you can make an argument, but the dude who had the ball was 1 for 10 for the whole fucking game, and then he shoots a
1 for
fucking.
10 meaning.
He only hit one basket for 10 attempts.
Oh, just in general,
Yeah,
not from within or
yeah, no, it was just the whole game. Missed free throws, like he had like 2 3 points. I think he had one free throw made.
Gotcha.
And then he launches a fucking half-court shot at the end of the game, and a fucking swoosh.
Bam.
Fucking yeah. And then after that, like Iowa State, I think that they just got deflated going in overtime, and that's what lost them the game. Yeah,
Can we pull up?
yeah. It was
While you're pulling that up, you've always been getting better at basketball. I beat Josh. We did another like game to 7.
Yeah.
We're going tomorrow. I don't know if you're free, but me, TJ, JP.
I'll have to. Oh fuck! I'm gonna be. Me and
Think it
Slater
over.
are back in the gym, and the first 3 days are the most important with getting back in the gym.
Yeah.
Creating a habit. So I'd have to
Maybe.
say,
Yeah.
If anything, I'll just come down to you guys.
Sure.
Yeah.
Anyway, we did a game to 7. First 3 baskets were all my 3-pointers. And for ladies and germs, my 3-pointer, Matt, you can speak on this.
It's atrocious.
But it goes in, right?
Yeah. When it goes in, it looks good.
So you can kind of see, or maybe you can't.
No, you're good. Yeah, right there.
So like Matt got me shooting when I'm in field goal. Is that what it is?
Field goal?
Isn't there a field goal thing?
Field goal is just like regular jump shots or
Yeah,
any shot on the floor. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, any shots on the floor? Not
Yeah.
like I thought it was like within the circle thing.
Anything's a field goal.
Okay, I've been telling people wrong.
Yeah.
Anyway, when I'm within 2 points or more, or less, Matt has me, that shit.
Perfect.
When I am on the 3-point line, that shit goes out the door.
You're in the one-hand shooter,
dude. It's like my hand comes down, and it is, and you can see how accurate that can be. But like when you're watching, like sometimes it's just like, what the fuck is he doing? And then there's other times you're like, what the fuck is he doing?
Yeah.
Like he is making these, and all he's doing is just fucking,
It's just like, because like even when we're playing, like our one-on-ones right there, I let you shoot at your mid-range. And I'm like, if you focus on this a little bit more, your mid-range shot is gonna be deadly at some point. They're gonna have to fucking start guarding you on it, especially if you get on like the pass. Like if you shoot on the pass, oh dude, you're gonna be fucking lights out if they open up that side of the court for you and just let you stand there, and you catch the ball and just pop it up. Yeah, it's gonna be dangerous. Jules, this is not.
I like when playing with people like TJ and you.
Yeah.
Where you guys are 100% better than me. I'm never gonna debate that. And you guys let me get in like a few, maybe the first 3 or 4, and then it's like, okay, enough.
Yeah. It's like the big brother, or like, and then you missed a dunk, and they saw that one.
You got the fucking rim.
Yeah. Oh, dude, it's bouncy.
Yeah.
Part of that's good. Part of it's bad. Like a bouncy rim. I'd rather it over a fucking stiff rim.
Benched 2 plates today, no wraps. That was the first time since post surgery.
Damn, really?
Yeah.
But yeah, so like
Josh should film it, and they were clean. It wasn't like a.
Yeah,
it was
you're like struggling back up. Yeah,
it was like okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's go again.
But yeah, as you can see, the game was in favor for Iowa State up until overtime. Overtime
is that the thing that just showed? Was that the overtime shot to get him in?
Here, you know what? I'll even pull it up.
Definitely not.
I'll pull it up for the crowd too.
Can we show this?
Yeah, fuck it.
Are you okay? So we're getting copyrighted. This is credit to Iowa State and NCAA, Big 12. We are not claiming ownership.
Yeah, dude,
that shot was incredible, and yeah, your overly ripped coach is not looking thrilled.
Dude, like,
1 second.
We always say dribble for second.
Crazy. The guy under the basket knew too right away. I don't know if you see that guy from this angle. He just points right there. He's like made it in.
Yeah.
Should Iowa State
dude, like even from like they show a different angle.
Not from there, John.
Probably not this clip.
It's good 3-point basket.
I don't think there's any because you don't want to foul.
But I mean, you can kind of see with their win percentage. Yeah, they stay pretty close, except for that. There's a little bit of a spike right there.
This was the biggest lead where Arizona State was up
File
by
your
9
taxes with
points.
Yeah, but
expert
you can
help
see that Iowa
plus get a
State
final review
had
at no
a
extra
pretty
charge.
good lead there, and then they just
Yeah.
went
So you know
stale.
they're 100%
Yeah, so
accurate,
this was
guaranteed. File
9
confidently
point run,
with TurboTax Live
9-0
tax
run for
experts
Iowa
by your
State.
side.
This was a
Tucson, a little
12-0
longer than
run.
But you guys are still
I
ranked
don't
3.
mind at all.
Yeah. Well, like the ranking will come out next Monday.
Whoa.
Yeah. So like I'm expecting us to drop. Maybe not that far.
Top 5?
Top 5.
Being number
Lewis
5.
into the paint, looking for some help. Love will try again. And hit
But
again.
Arizona State.
It's the Caleb Love
Arizona
show.
plays
Their
ball
night
exactly
sent
like
it to
Iowa State.
overtime, and not
And I
one
think
but 2 big threes in
For
overtime.
any
And
team
Arizona
going up
has
against
the
Iowa
lead.
State, whether it's in March Madness or not, you have to get your team
Where
to
can you
play
kick
like
off the
us.
new year with gig
to
speed
beat us.
and big savings? Only
Is
with
my
Xfinity.
way of
Get
saying
gig
it.
internet for $25
So
a
I'm
month
just-
when
I'm
you
looking
add
at some of
Xfinity
the-
Mobile.
So what's
Plus,
FT
hurry and get a
mean?
free 5G
Free
phone. Visit
Oh.
Xfinity.com/gig savings today.
Like
They're not
this
getting
game,
great
our
looks.
free throw percentage was not like how it normally is.
He goes baseline. Had it ripped
Iowa State
away.
makes
Here's Caleb Love. Oh! And the throwdown.
fucking settle for
The
They have
lightning
51
rod.
made free throws,
And there's a thunderstorm in
which
here.
is
In
way
the last
more
couple
than
minutes of the
anybody
first half.
else. Like
Time now to send you back to the studio. It's the Jeep Halftime
The closest
Report.
number
Kevin
2
Connors,
person.
Andrea Carter, and Seth
they lead them
Greenberg.
by 51 free throws.
When you can you scroll down? That's
Where can you
interesting
kick
to
off
me.
the new year with gig speed and
the
big
s-
savings? Only with Xfinity.
shooting
Get gig
chart.
internet
Yeah.
for $25 a month
This
when
shows
you
where, like,
add
shots are
Xfinity
made,
Mobile. Plus,
shots
hurry
are
and get a
missed.
free 5G phone.
And then I'm
Visit
assuming that dark blue one
Xfinity.com/gig
there.
savings
Dark blue,
today.
yeah, and the Blues
Now
are
looking for
shots
space.
made.
Gilbert knocked it
The
away
the
for a
one
second.
beyond the logo.
And now they knock it away. And back
This
the
just
other
goes to
way.
show,
It's
like, you know,
Lipsy. Off the glass.
where they were
And
hot
one.
from where they were.
Taman Lipsy.
Plays in
And
this game, and they call
this
them
game, there was just a lot
Taman
of things
plays.
not working for
And there's a
us.
great
We
example. He took
definitely
his
were missing
body
the
right to
Milovic dude on the boards and rebounds because they had a fucking dude that was
File
just
your taxes
getting
with
all the
expert
offensive
help
rebounds,
plus get a final
putting back
review
up for
at no
points
extra
again.
charge.
And then Curtis
So you
Jones, who'd
know
been a
they're
lightout shooter
100%
all
accurate,
season,
guaranteed. File
did not hit a
confidently
single three
with
this whole
TurboTax
game.
Live tax experts by your side.
and that definitely killed us.
So for Big 12 conferences, it looks like Houston
This
is
crowd
kind of
coming
running away
alive.
with it.
Lipsy
Houston's
step
8-0,
back.
Arizona's
Buries a
8-0.
three.
That was
Taman
a
Lipsy
7-2.
with another triple.
For
Taman
conference
Lipsy
games, do they just do the top 2?
dialing long
No,
Or-
that's the
distance. Got it.
For
And Iowa State
The
with a
conference
2-point lead.
championship.
Huh.
Yeah, it's a tournament. Yeah,
So they do tournaments for fucking everything.
yeah, for basketball.
getting the turbo
So
tax
whoever gets to
app and file your
pick,
taxes
like whoever
yourself,
gets the window
100%
seat on the
free,
flight
you
back,
didn't
they do
file
a
with us
tournament
last
for
year.
that.
Yeah.
That's
Now
a joke.
this is taxes. File free in the app by 218.
Alright, cool.
Switch to TurboTax.
Neat.
Do it yourself.
I was playing into your joke. or
I
something.
thought, yeah.
I was really hoping you were going to
Basar comes out to
No,
set
honestly,
the
you
screen.
just, like, honestly, I didn't expect you went, yeah.
He can hit
And I was like, all right, just
Bradley
kind of
got it. And they needed that. They were 0 for
Just,
9
like,
from three
deflated my
before
whole-
that
yeah.
Triple from Bradley.
But yeah. fucking-
Anything else shocking? Any other big kind of upsets or
Again, I really only pay attention to the Big 12.
are you going to kind of stop talking about Iowa State winning? Because
No.
it hasn't been going well for you guys
No, I'm
whenever
not.
you guys do.
Because who do we got up next? K-State, easy dub.
'Kay.
KU at Kansas, a little bit harder of a game to play. Definitely a winnable one since we fucking destroyed them in Hilton, but that's in Hilton Coliseum. TCU, easy clap. UCF, we have already done that one. Cincinnati, easy clap. Colorado, who are they? Houston, good team. They're number one in the fucking the conference right now.
Yep. So okay. This might be because they haven't updated it. They are ranked 6th.
Yes, they're
In the
probably going to go up
nation.
in the top 5. Houston.
Okay, so have that
Yeah.
make sense for me where they're leading your conference.
Because we played against the number 1 team and only lost by 2.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And every other team that we played has been like.
So Houston hasn't played enough big names to kind of like.
That's what I'm assuming.
Gotcha. Okay.
I'm curious, actually, now that you're saying it.
Wow, Houston are heavy favorites according
So
to
yeah, they lost to Auburn 74-69.
lost to Alabama.
Yep, lost to Bama, lost to San Diego State.
Wait, they said they're 8-0 in conference
Yep,
game.
yep,
Okay, I'm glad I caught that one
yeah.
before.
In conference play, yeah, they're undefeated.
They just beat Kansas.
Yep. Which was a close game, 92-86. And that probably also plays into it as well because we mopped the floor with KU
Mm,
and they only won by 6 points.
try again. Now you're good. You got it.
Yeah, I
just
was
wanted
sitting
you
there
to-
like, hold up. Wait a minute. Yeah, West Virginia, though, they fucking mopped the floor with them, though. That's probably what got them to jump up a little bit higher than before. Because we lost to West Virginia. Yeah, like they might have a good matchup against Arizona. I don't see them losing to Arizona State. Going to be a great game against Iowa State, and then have another chance to potentially win or lose against KU. Which KU is a historic college basketball team. I can't remember how many conference championships they have. I know they have at least double digits fucking March Madness championships. And it's all with their fucking head coach Bill Self. They have multiple players that are in the NBA. This year is going to be an exciting year for March Madness, is what I'm gonna boil it down to. There's a lot of good teams.
Who are they looking at the top ranking for?
So they still
There's
have.
a new Doom game coming out.
That might be a DLC. Oh no, early access. Damn. Okay, May 15th.
Didn't know that.
Doom: The Dark Ages Premium Edition is
Bro, we're not sponsored by Doom.
I know, but Doom's a fucking badass game though. And I also had no idea that Doom was coming out with another game.
Me neither. Until I just looked up and said that
Yeah.
or read that.
So far, they have Houston winning over Iowa State in the predictor, but
That's set to change. Because I mean,
Yeah.
what? They're a month out
they're-
from that
they're
game.
pretty far out.
Over a month. Yeah. No,
Next year,
under a month.
Matt. So I want to buy tickets to this Iowa State Hawkeyes game in Hilton Coliseum next year.
Iowa State Hawkeyes. So
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, or Hawkeyes against Iowa State.
Yeah.
I have to say Hawkeyes instead of just Iowa State. 'cause
Yeah.
you'll-
Iowa versus Iowa State.
yeah.
Yeah. Gotcha, Roger.
The Cyhawk game, it's in Hilton, and I know I took you to Hilton during a Sunday noon game.
That shit's crazy.
Yeah.
When you're like, dude, it's gonna be, and then we're like, I was like, this is a very pretty stadium.
Yeah.
Where is everybody?
Yeah.
Like,
But the Hilton or the Cyhawk game, I want to take you guys to it because I've never seen a packed Hilton game, and we talked about this on the podcast.
Yeah.
I think that is a great way to do it. Just buy the tickets right off the rip. I don't know, buy like 4,
sure,
and then just like
Whoever-
probably
Yeah.
my lady, and then whoever else wants to join us.
I'm down.
I think that'd be. I mean, knowing how the schedule usually goes, it's probably going to be a weekday, so we just have to put fucking.
Good
take off-
thing
yeah.
I'm on my own boss. So
Yeah.
yeah. Let's transition because
to
we're
the Pro Bowl.
getting You want to do Pro Bowl next week?
Yeah, let's just do Pro Bowl next week.
Because it's
Yeah.
like we'll do Pro Bowl and then. Because I mean, like, wait, we're gonna sit here and predict, like, oh, I think
Yeah.
NFC is gonna
All right,
win
who's gonna
in
win the
flag
Puppy Bowl?
in
All
flag
right?
football. Yeah, fucking who's gonna win Puppy Bowl?
The fucking only real interesting thing. Well, dude, we're already at an hour.
That's what I was saying. I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, let's just we can
Alright.
save that one. Do you want to do any of the logger leagues or
We've changed up our dates for when we're doing the beer league or the beer Olympics. We're doing it May 3rd now instead of July. We just didn't want any heat casualties midsummer while drinking, being extremely dehydrated.
copious amount of drinking?
Yeah, copious amounts. And I like this move. I'm glad you brought this up.
Old man Dave brought it up. He's
Old
like,
Man Dave.
July, and I was like, We're doing it because of the G spot, and
Yeah.
then I was just like, man, like if we're missing one guy
Yeah.
and everybody else is just cooking out there,
Yeah.
this might be a little bit better of a move.
Yeah.
And it'll be during. I'm taking I think I'm doing like a long weekend, so I can do like May the 3rd, May the 4th, and May the 5th.
Yeah. So it was
Because
Star Wars as well.
I believe the lady will be in town, so do a little bit of
Movie marathon.
yeah, 100%. That's
Awesome. Yeah.
100% what my
While
thought
we're
process
hammered
was.
watching Revenge of the Sith,
Like just.
we're just sitting there fucking.
And then Cinco de Mayo, we're just out there fucking like no, not what I'm saying. I was gonna say grilling and
Oh,
yeah, but yeah, I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, dude, you get confused for Mexican a lot.
I
Like,
do.
yes, you told me
What?
that too. You told me
I
that
said
too.
Filipino.
No, you don't,
Yeah, because I
dude. I've
screwed my
never seen a
eyes.
Filipino man that's 6 foot. Never seen a Filipino man that's fucking 6 foot. No offense, like, dude, I know a decent amount of Filipino. There's none over 6 foot that
Yeah,
I
I'm
know.
a giant that runs through the fucking jungle.
Yeah, they're like,
right?
whoa, where did you come from? And with that,
But oh yeah, we are getting into what I think you were probably trying to say. We're doing a beer softball league.
yeah,
And we probably might bring out the little road mics. Mic one of us up, an
think,
inning or something like that.
yeah,
Yeah, and just go like that.
fun. I think definitely try to get the captain on
Yeah.
postseason.
Postseason, get the captain on the
Yeah,
yeah.
talk about it. I think if we do like really good notes too of like what the different games were,
Mhm.
because I feel like he's gonna forget and
Yeah.
we can remind him.
Dude, I'll have to bring a notebook out. It's like, all right.
Yeah, all right.
I'll have
Well,
to journal it down because,
Coach Ken, those pages where
Yeah.
it's like the 9 innings. I'm pretty sure
He
he
keeps
keeps
records.
records.
Yeah,
Pretty sure
that's hilarious. I love it.
he's
Is
dedicated.
Unk's pops gonna be on the team?
I don't know. He might.
Okay.
I honestly, actually, now that we're saying it, I think he is.
Okay.
Which,
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you guys for joining the MattCast podcast. I am Matty Light, joined with my co-host Matty J. And thank you guys. Well, actually, if I could find my fucking mouse, there it is. All right. And thank you guys all for coming. Bye.
bye.